We're back. I got a story about this guy. Not a story, I guess a little story, and a story about these two guys. Right here, we got a full crew today. Gonna give you guys an update on some cars. Not so much, but mostly on this stuff. Let's do his ass crack out of there. Yeah! Morning, Zeegs. Look at these guys. This crew's been working on this for a couple weeks now. What are you doing down here? Doing some solder action?
Solder.
Nice. This pergola is sweet. How you fellas doing?
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, this is clean looking. What you working on, Stuart? Getting this mounted? Pull a little bit. So that wire comes through here into a channel.
A little more. There you go.
Down
So that
here.
needs its trim work on it still, but
Goes this way.
Yeah, you're good.
Plugs in one of these power strips.
I tried to
check out my trim work.
Yeah, that looks good. You can do that on this one.
Yeah,
Too?
all the pieces are cut.
Yeah, it's the detail stuff. We're gonna stain this today or next week.
Well, if we're gonna get it working,
Haven't even seen these Vultures working yet.
yeah, we're not sure the amount of travel they have, so we're making a guesstimate.
Alright, it's been about an hour. Just spent the last bit of time getting this stuff all organized. Shortened up these lines, re-identified them with proper solenoids, and then clean this up a little bit. We're gonna do the same thing with this one. There's a lot of extra line that we just don't need because the line's gonna be coming right through the top of the cabinet here, and it just plugs in over on this left manifold. So those only have to be maybe like 3 feet at the most, so it's a nice smooth transition over here. So we'll cut out all this and then we'll try this guy out. He's a little lower than what we hoped, but worst case we can just increase this a little bit. And we're getting this thing all buttoned up too. Getting the Vultures hooked up. They're gonna be feasting on Gerald here. Cool. I'm flush over on this side. Sorry.
This is flush here.
Okay, you got like 1/4 inch.
That's what I thought. Yeah, perfect.
I could have made these even shorter.
That size hole, Stuart.
What's up, baby girl? Got a Vulture on a little pedestal. Yeah, get in there. Yeah.
No, I think we're right underneath it.
Yeah, it should slide.
The walks are too long.
It's too long?
Yeah.
No, you're good. We're good. Look at that. That's carpentry work right there. You want to avoid this section, you want to avoid that section, and there's that screw. Tune this.
Fucking cars don't want none.
Feel it now!
Feel it.
Looking good in here.
Yeah. See this thing in action.
Okay, we're gonna try it out. We got just the one power strip to turn it on? Alright. I hear a little leak somewhere over here. It's not that bad though. Okay, that's at 20. Looks like it's at 25. Okay, I'm gonna flip the switch.
Lights are on.
It's our first time trying it.
Power's on.
Kill the lights.
Gerald's working.
Ooh. This guy's working.
Bought the other Vulture.
It almost looks perfect on that one.
Yeah.
Or he's pecking at it and like the
Can you
hands are
hold
moving
this?
towards it.
Check the other Vulture.
There it goes. Yeah.
Never mind, we're gooch.
And then by advancing the pressure, you get a little bit more aggressive movement.
I think that's good though.
Eyes are on for the motions.
Yeah.
I I like those bones and the skulls right there.
Yeah.
It's like that dude's protecting them. Oh, he spins and shit. Look at his hair. Damn. Yeah, it's not on now. It's on. Jesus.
He's aggressive.
Yeah. I think we're good. Damn, this one's awesome. That's okay. I don't know if you should hook up these speakers or not.
So grandpa was saying too bad.
Yeah. The orange light's cool. Does those flicker on and off too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this one's awesome. This is like ground up innovation because we programmed these lights and the strobes too. Putting the final pieces on here, getting some trim work done. Kyle's painting these little base pieces. We're gonna take all these little accessories like the skulls and body parts and attach them with this polyurethane adhesive. This basically caulking, what you would do to attach blocks and such and landscape. And then we're gonna take this mesh, we're gonna dress it up, and also in the goops of this stuff, we're gonna put some moss so it'll look a little bit more complete. This one's gonna be a good one. And this is kind of a happy accident, but this guy rotated 90 degrees, but it looks really good that way versus being equal or even with that piece down there. What do you think?
Looks good.
Yeah. Just me here now, everyone's left. I just got done washing and coating the Wrangler over there. What do you guys think of this? The boys have been working on this with my help just a little bit over the last probably month and a half, I'd say. Getting this one as you see it here, and this is just our imagination. So we buy these props from, I think these are from Poison Props, then we source these from maybe Scare Factory, I believe, but we make these scenes. This one is going to be another type of torture, and I guess vultures consuming the tortured people type scene, and then we made this really cool, surprisingly nice pergola to kind of top it off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stain the pergola so it'll match this box, and then everything horizontal, including this back box, will be black, so it'll just kind of disappear. Put this landscape foam in here just to make sort of a mound like the vultures are stepping on dirt, and also hold some of these things in. I have this little cap here just to hold that draw in that location because I thought that looked cool. But we're gonna next week probably come back with this DAP and fill in some of the gaps, kind of like what we did here, and we'll throw in a bunch of this moss so it'll look like they're stepping on, you know, old decaying bones and bodies, and like a graveyard type scene with there's moss and dirt and stuff like that. So this is just out of our imagination, what you see here. If you guys have watched this for a while, we do this at my house every year. Yeah, we make these platforms with props bought from all sorts of different manufacturers out there, but we put them together to make this giant scene in my front yard. And what our trick is we have to make them mobile, right? These are designed or intended to be designed for stationary haunted houses. You know, we just set this up once a year, and so we have to make everything on, you know, make sure it's easy to move. So we got casters, reinforce the hell out of this, make it a nice framed in, pretty sturdy. That's why we have these extra boards here, so we can move them around, and then we just get one electrical line and one air line, and that powers everything. I like to give you guys a behind the scenes look before Halloween is actually here come October, Yeah, what do you guys think? I didn't have my tripod today, so I couldn't set up a time lapse or anything like that, but this was quite a bit amount of work today. We got almost 5 hours in today. And then, I know this is gonna be a quick video, sorry. Updates on vehicles over the last couple weeks. I did it again. By did it, I mean, I was put in a position where I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed again in car debt. I was thinking about trading the Wrangler, and believe it or not, the 992 and the GT4 RS. Now obviously they're still here, so I didn't do anything for multiple reasons. The 992's always been and will always be my dream car, I think. Even though the R8's a pretty close second, and this thing is no slouch either. But the most amount of debt I have on cars is the Aston, GT4, 992, and I guess the Audi too. Specifically these three. So I was ready to sell these three vehicles. My dad actually wanted to buy this, so that would have stayed in the family. But I was ready to trade the two Porsches and the Wrangler and on one vehicle just to kind of get down on some debt, go from 3 car payments down to 1 for those 3, have an ungodly amount of auto loans down to just barely anything. I could totally manage that and pay it off pretty quickly, but I elected not to. What I was going to do is buy an X6M, and then I was like, well shoot, then I could put all this money into clear wrap and tinting, even though I just got all these. You guys probably might not know this, but look at all these cars with the windshields tinted. James, you'll be happy to see that. All my cars, except for the Renegade and the C6, have tinted windshields now. It's a game changer. I mean, look how badass they look. Look at that. And it's not crazy amount, it's just 50%. So if you get into the good light, you can still see through it. That's not a good example. Here you go. So you still see through it. It's not like I'm doing 20% on the windshield with that attention-seeking type tint where it's like, okay, I'm gonna get pulled over. No, this is technically, I have a prescription for it, so hopefully I'm okay. Anyway, all the cars are safe, all the ladies are here to stay, and even the Wrangler. I really like this car. I wish it wasn't green, but it's kind of cool that it's green. Basically, from this coming Monday to second week in July, I have maybe, I think it's 6 free days. I'm going to Atlantic City next weekend for paintball, and then there's 3 more days between Monday and second week in July where I don't have anything going on. So there's not going to be a whole lot of filming going on. I'll try to come here maybe during some downtime on a Sunday or Saturday and get some of these cars detailed, because believe it or not, with these being tinted, the windshields, I have been driving these cars, so they are a little bit dirty, such as the GT4. See that? Yeah, that's right, those are bug marks. It's getting driven. Anyway, so I'm gonna do some videos. I'll be detailing the rest of these cars up. I still need to do a spring cleaning video, so maybe I'll do that one of these days if I have time. That's right, take everything out and make sure all the tires are pumped up, which by the way, I might start overinflating these tires a little bit in the wintertime, because some of them, like the R8, that thing was like 15 PSI low just from the winter. I did order a bunch of, you guys might know what these are. They make these ramps similar to what the McLaren came with over here. See these ramps here? They're made for vehicles to be stored on, so if you don't plan on driving something like this, for 6 months during the winter, the idea is to put them on those little foam ramps, and that helps some of the flat spots, because this guy was chattering just a little bit, but I can only imagine, hopefully the Viper's not bad. It hasn't moved a whole lot, but I got a whole bunch of those on order. Not a lot better than those. These are really highly rated ones. So I got those coming in at the end of, supposed to be this month, but probably will be middle of next month. So anyway, I'll get some of the cars down, do some washing videos. I'll film some more Halloween stuff, because we are kind of going crazy on it. There's something that was supposed to deliver yesterday. That thing never did, which means it's probably coming Monday. I was going crazy on the Halloween props again. We said we weren't going to buy anything at Transworld. Came home and he bought like 6 different things. So we have a lot to do this year, and I'm really hoping that the weather holds out, because last year we did get rained out. That's why there was no video. But this year, I mean, it's all up to the weather, but hopefully it's good. More ideas on this thing. We're going to put a pool of blood below here. And I want to get some intestine type stuff to maybe connect to this somehow. Maybe some latex type deal, and just so it's, I don't know, this guy moves around pretty good. You guys saw, I can't demo it now because this foam is drying. But yeah, we'll make this thing look really sweet. One of the platforms coming in, hopefully, it should have been yesterday, but hopefully Monday, is going to be the new PaFur sign. I want to incorporate that prop with like, welcome to PaFur on like a big sign. So I'll film that. But all right guys, sorry, another quick video. Wanted to give you an update on the Halloween stuff, car stuff. I'll try to get another one out for you guys here shortly. But as always, appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Don't drop. Damn it.